The Messenger. As stated yesterday, I was going to do an early stream today. Potentially. I mean, I'm not entirely sure this is going to be the only stream today. I could potentially also come back, potentially later, with some kind of random surprise. I think it would be something completely different. I've been thinking about doing a randomizer stream. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe. I don't know, because I've been doing these early streams. Someone asked earlier in the chat, is this going to become a habit? And it's like, maybe a little bit. Because if I can do more of these early streams, that means I would have to take off less. Because then I could just get a quick stream in and then have the night to myself, which is good. But I don't think they're going to become, like, too common. It's just while the weather is nice, it's easier to want to go do something later on. So thank you for understanding. I appreciate it. Someone said, I mean, you don't need a schedule, just do what you want. Sure. Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I figure a stream is better than no stream. And also Metal Gear Solid 2 is obviously the main game I'm playing at the moment, which I fucking sucked at yesterday, but I think it's going to be better next time. Maybe 15% better? That'll be tomorrow. Holy shit. Why are you loud? So, I'm gonna play this like Dead Cells and Hollow Knight. Because those are the last two games that look like this that I've played. Let me know if the volume is okay. Hang on. Tell me if this is good. There we go. Bit too loud. It's good now? Okay. I think it's good now. Alright, so I just got to the mushroom area. And I'm pressing the wrong buttons, trying to dodge like in Dead Cells. Fuck. Alright, you can cling to walls, right? Okay. Oh, by the way, I missed something. Apparently, when you get the climbing gloves or boots or whatever, this dialogue shows up when you ask about them. Yes, that's why John Gaiden invented them decades ago. Or Gaiden. Never mind, just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. So, I'm really upset that I missed that. Someone in chat said, honestly, I don't think you need to explain it to us. You don't have to and can't fit, if you don't have to and don't fit your schedule around hours, so just do it when it's most convenient for you, and I think I can safely say we're more than willing to accommodate whatever streaming schedule you feel like. I think that's 90% of the people that watch. But still, not that I necessarily needed an explanation, but for people that are usually here every night at the same time, I feel like it's good to let everybody know, like, here's what's going on. Because people feel better about it, even if you just give them a little bit of an explanation, I found. Oh, shit. Which is why I'm playing the sequel to John Gaiden. I always thought it was Gaiden, but I get corrected on that a lot. Like, do you remember when Majora's Mask was about to come out and people were referring to it as Zelda Gaiden? That's how I heard it pronounced then for the first time, and I was like, oh, that's definitely how you do it. Okay. Success. I should say, for anyone who hasn't seen this game yet, that I'm really enjoying it. And we haven't even really gotten into the core of the game, so I don't know if this stream or the next one is going to be able to do it, but we'll see. welcome to the Quill Shroom Marsh, said no one ever. Yeah, this place is eerie. Tell me about it. I once had to look through the mud. Oh, sorry. I want trying to do a Raiden voice. Raiden, Gaiden. Oh shit. For an artifact, gave up pretty quickly. What happened to this area? Legend says it used to be ruled by a monstrosity called the Primal Fear until a brave monk defeated it. Both were very mighty indeed, but with its final breath, the Primal Fear cursed the monk forever. Cursed. Legend also says that this monk still roams the marsh to this day, turning any trespassers into fungi. Great. Well, no one knows whether any of that is true, but yeah, I'd pick up the pace if I were you. Let's see. I can get that upgrade. It's the only one available at the moment. Oh, shit. So far, difficulty, I feel like the difficulty curve of this game has been pretty reasonable. It hasn't been easy, but I haven't wanted to put myself in a fucking crypt. I haven't wanted to punch a priest. I haven't wanted to flog a dolphin. I haven't wanted to eat a pant. So it's been good. A little difficult, but nothing crazy. Someone said, Vinny, how do you feel about the new Isaac DLC? Well, for one, we don't really know what it is fully yet. There's still just speculation. But I saw some of the footage, and there's speculation that it is the Binding of Isaac Anti-Birth, which was that amazing mod that people made around the time Afterbirth came out. It's probably going to be that integrated into the Binding of Isaac with some new stuff. Which is, I mean, that's great, because weren't we not expecting any more DLC? Wasn't Isaac supposed to be just done? The main reason I didn't play more Anti-Birth is because it wasn't officially supported and I had to, like, switch back and forth between them. Someone said there's a thing called lying. I don't think it's lying. I think it was more just... They figured Afterbirth would be, like, the main thing. And then... They were like, oh, well, if everybody makes our, you know, stuff for us, then we don't need to make any more big expansions. We could just, like, have little packs. I think that was the reasoning. And I know there was a community outcry because Anti-Birth was actually better than Afterbirth when it first came out. Or Afterbirth Plus, I should say. Yeah, the community mod was better than the actual expansion. Not by a lot. Well, now not by a lot, but at the time there was so much more in Anti-Birth. Now it's about, like, you know... I'd say it's about even, the amount of content in both. So, it's pretty good that we're gonna get this, I think. And again, who knows what other new shit is gonna be a part of it. So if we get all of Anti-Birth retooled a bit, plus a ton of new shit, I'd play it again. I mean, you know, the thing about Isaac is this, there's always a desire to play it. There's always some, like, nagging voice in the back of my head that's saying, play Binding of Isaac. And I'm like, no, I want to play other games. And it's like, no, but think about it. What if you get chocolate milk on the first turn? What if you get chocolate milk on the first floor? It's a gambling thing. It's total gambling addiction. You could get the technology, too. On the first floor. You could do it. If you remember correctly, though, last time I streamed that game, it just utterly broke. Or I think it was the last time, but one of the last couple times I played it, I got synergies that made no sense. what will happen to you when Spelunky 2 comes out? I don't think it'll take over my life, but expect a lot of Spelunky 2 streaming. And I know what's gonna happen, too. Like, I'm gonna have to kill Satan. Or whoever, Moon Satan. Because when I first started playing Spelunky, you know, on stream and really playing it and really getting into it, I would play every day until I finally beat Hell. Last time I streamed Spelunky, I didn't feel like I needed to do that because I had already done it. What a fucking surprise. What's this say? Someone says, you're about 2 hours away from the gimmick. Another person says, what games are you excited for in 2019? Resident Evil 2 Remake is the one that immediately comes to mind. If we're lucky, Metroid will come out. Metroid Prime 4. Shovel Knight was pushed back. King of Cards. That was pushed to 2019. What else? I don't know. What else is there? Oh, Cyberpunk. Bloodstained was pushed back. Pokemon 2019. They should just call it Pokemon 2019. They should just start labeling them by years. And then release Pokemon 2020 the same year just to fuck with people. They shouldn't do that. That's a really bad idea. Soul Calibur comes out in a couple months. Would you consider Spyro? I would consider Spyro. I don't have the nostalgia for it, though. Then again, I didn't have the nostalgia for Crash Bandicoot, and I did a one-off of that. How long of a game is Spyro? Ah, shit. Any interest in Sekiro? I have some interest in it. Very long if you go for 100%. It's about 7 hours otherwise. Okay. I'm not really into the Hitman series. But yeah, Sekiro does look cool. I'm not into the setting. I say that as I play this game. But no, it's... Bloodborne was the setting I was way more interested in, which is why I gave Bloodborne a chance. That said, the game does look fucking incredible. Wasn't worth it. I'm not doing that again. Let's... Nope. Nope, we're not doing that again. I think I have to do the jump and attack at the same time. Which... It's just not happening. Not right now. So yeah, I mean, the end of this year is going to be good for games. The all of next year so far, it seems like there's at least something. Just the games I listed. I was offered, I think, Tomb Raider. I think fucking someone wanted me to stream Tomb Raider, the new one. I didn't even know there was a new Tomb Raider, but I've never streamed Tomb Raider. I don't really like the series that much. I'm sure I would get into it, especially for the newer games. But that's just a series that, you know, I'm good. I'm good. My friend Tyler loves them. And he says each one gets better and better, and I believe it. But, you know, you gotta pick and choose the series, man. Oh, come on! Vinny, do you have any interest in the upcoming SMTV? It's at Shin Megami Tensei. Have you watched my streams before? Super Mario TV? Oh, I'm definitely interested in that. That's the Super Mario game where you film a TV show with your pal Luigi. And you have like a wacky pizza phone and special guests like Cyndi Lauper and everything. Hey, paisanos! Vinny, if you want my worthless opinion, I think you need to stop sticking to things that are familiar to you. It's not worthless, though I appreciate you framing it that way. It doesn't come across as dickish, which I, again, very much appreciate. You're right. I mean, I've been doing that more. When I first started streaming, I did a lot of the same stuff that I'd done for years. And I kind of stuck with, like, the same RPGs that I'd played over and over and over again. And, that's one of the reasons why I was like, let me try Earthbound. You know, let me do Silent Hill this year. I've never played that series. I want to do Mother 3 soon. And that's, you know, for real. But I also do try a lot of indie games. But Shin Megami Tensei, I know what it is. Really, though, I mean, I don't really have any interest. Listen, I played Galgun. You can't get more outside of my comfort zone than Galgun. And it wasn't a terrible game, I just... Listen, it actually did play kind of good. But even if it wasn't silly, it probably wasn't the game that was going to keep my interest enough to play through the whole thing. Even as a joke, it was very repetitive. So, you know, I'm branching out slowly, but, what the fuck is up there? Is it a secret up there? I mean, this is in some ways almost a little bit out of my comfort zone, because I've never played Ninja Gaiden all the way through, and I've never streamed Ninja Gaiden. What's this? Stream a fighting game tournament? Oh man, that would just... I don't have the energy or patience to organize a tournament for a fighting game. But I will be playing Soul Calibur when that comes out. I'm not really sure what this is. Vinny, just say it's not your kind of game and that's it. Okay, it's not my kind of game. But I also have an allergy to 50-hour or more RPGs. Even if they look awesome like Octopath. That's pretty much within my comfort zone, but I just, like, I break out in hives when I think about, like, a 70-hour long game. I'm like, oh god, is it Metal Gear Solid? Is it Fallout? Is it Zelda? No? Okay, then never mind. Cool. Vinny, I'm sorry for every time I made a game request. You don't have to be sorry. I do take game requests. That's how Silent Hill 2 is happening. But you are a sinner and you need to repent. Deadly Premonition? What is Deadly Premonition, Jeff? You mentioned that twice in the past couple days. It's similar to Silent Hill. It's so bad it's good. It's a riot. It's Twin Peaks the game. Okay. Alright, listen. Let me get some more information about that on my own free time. And then we'll talk. It sounds fucking great. Hang on a second. The room of video games for real? Okay. Yeah, I'm open to it. I did the Mario and Luigi game for the first time ever this year. And that was good. And that's not a 60-hour long RPG or even 40 hours. So I would do more of that series too. Are you gonna stream Doom Eternal when it comes out? I fucking... yes, please. Yes, please. Key charges +1 shurikens pierce 1 target. Healthy sleeping and eating habits give you more energy to use in combat. Is this the lady from the Power Rangers? Well, 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 it seems we have an intruder. You need to get out of here. This place is filled with monsters. Oh, did my Quill Shroom scare you? So it's true. Don't like my army! It's a shame, really, since you are about to join it. Wait, that scroll, it couldn't be. No, impossible. Kneel before your queen and receive the curse of quills. Whippo. You should... what the fuck? Someone's definitely gonna draw art of that. And if only there was a dodge like Hollow Knight. It's really weird going from Hollow Knight last night to this. It's familiar, it's similar to the point where I think I'm playing Hollow Knight still, but it's also different enough that if I try to play it like Hollow Knight, I get destroyed. Oh. 20 deaths. Vinny, did you see the leaks from Nintendo? Apparently Switch is getting wireless NES and SNES controllers. There was, a leaked... like, I guess it was data? For Switch Update 6.0. So yeah, there's gonna be NES and SNES controller support. I'm assuming for the Virtual Console. That's not really a Virtual Console. She hits hard. And cloud saves. So it's the online update. Like, it's the update before the online service, I guess. But there's not a whole lot of other info, as far as I'm aware. So I guess we'll just have to wait. I can't take that out. I can't... Fuck! you can do a jump from one plant to the other. Okay, that's more helpful. Also, this wall you can't cling to. Only the door. Which is weird because it looks like a rocky outcropping, which seems like the best thing to cling to. Okay, I got lucky on that one. I had another shuriken. It's good that mushroom sickness doesn't last that long. Oh my god. There we go. Now, wait a second. Who do you think you are? I'm Quillbull. Quillbull? This name makes no sense. Why have I never seen you before? I was exiled a long time ago, when I got cursed along with my messenger. That voice, are you? Out of here? You bet! See ya, sucker. So I'm not the only one with a little devil. I'll be the angle or devil on your shoulder. The shopkeeper mentioned she was a previous messenger. Let's see. I'm not getting anything specific here. The thing wasn't evil, it was just digging away. What, you mean all those messengers that were killed? All a misunderstanding. Wow. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There was once a messenger, oh, here we go, who kept asking for stories. Oh, even though he was supposed to move on with his very important quest, he just couldn't get enough. The shopkeeper, living in a void outside of time, was connected to all eras, and so at first he was happy to share the myths and legends encountered over decades of traveling. Alas, the messenger never seemed to appreciate the morals or takeaways, so the shopkeeper decided to be done with the stories thing. The end. No way, I liked your stories. Come on. Well, maybe later, we'll see. It grew on me. The game's writing and scripts. It doesn't take itself serious. It's fun. A little levity is fine for a game that's kinda hard. And it's serious enough. Like, there is... You know, there's a story here, and it's actually real. Second phone. I was just looking at it. I didn't have a message or a call or anything, I just wanted to look at it. Like, oh, 1 second. Oh, phone. It's like when you were a kid, and you just stare at a wall or a rock for 2 hours because your brain was high all the time. Congratulations, you made it to the base of the mountain. Almost there. Do you know what this means? I don't know. Does it mean that you have another dialogue trap for me? What? Oh, so you're just gonna try and steal my character like that? I guess you think you deserve a prize. No. Well, you do. Plus, you'll never be able to make the climb without the rope dart. Rope Bart. The rope dart. The rope dart. Don't overthink it. Everyone will probably end up calling it the grappling hook anyway. Here. Yeah. About that monk. It is as I feared. Our most promising messenger did not die, but was instead cursed forever. She became Queen of Quills. Well, how did that happen? This is the tale. This is a tale for another time. Oh, okay. So, thanks for the rope dart? Oh, did you think that was an awkward interaction? You could say that. Clearly, you've never had to tell your boss that your little experiment went wrong, permanently impacting one of your colleagues. Hey, I heard that! Anyways, you can use it on rings, lanterns, walls, and enemies. Go nuts! Give me stories. Of course, here's one for you. It's a story I once told the guy who hooked me up with music for my shop. Mixtape for the shop. There once was a village named Nantucket, There once was a village struggling to figure out who the werewolf was. People kept dying every full moon and very gorily at that. One day a brave young couple decided to venture into the woods. He would be the hunter and she the bait. As one would expect from such a cliched setting, they got separated and our hunter faced off alone against the beast near a cliff. After 15 minutes of a literal uphill battle, the hunter managed to chop off the werewolf's paw with his axe just as it was attempting to choke him. The hunter then ran for his life, severed paw still clutched to his throat. By the time he got home, the sun was up and he found his fiancée bleeding, also badly wounded. Paw in his throat had reverted to its human form, and that moment he noticed was wearing a ring that he had purchased a few days ago. The end. Whoa, that was spooky. I'm still looking for a title. Any suggestions? What about The Werewolf Bride? Wow, great idea. Really? No, not really. You put the reveal in the title. It's not Spooktober yet, but that was pretty good. That was a good spook. Cabinet is off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. You think you can just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place? There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use in the outside world and maybe, I don't know, save humanity? If you touch that again, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. Oh shit. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're gonna touch that again. You asked for it. Don't say I didn't warn you. You know, it gets pretty lonely out here, so I have a lot of time to think. The one thing that keeps bugging me is this concept of happiness. Everyone seems to be looking for it. Some pretend to have it, but no one can really explain what it is. Fuck! I think I finally cracked that code. You see, everyone has goals, so... You think, oh, when I have this, I'll be happy. Then, I achieve that, I'll feel eternal bliss. Some people are looking for love or acceptance, while others are simply hope Devolver will sign their kick-ass game. From my perspective, sitting here at the end of time and being visited by countless travelers, I come to realize something very important. Goals don't make people happy. They defer happiness into the future, to when the goal will be achieved. This can only fail, because once you reach your goal, you're not the same person you were when you set out to achieve it. And what's more, your mindset is to chase something instead of enjoying what you have. So, there you have it. Happiness is not a goal or a state, it's a system. Like the dentist system. You optimize your environment, cherry-pick the people around you. So that every day you're just stoked to live your own life, and you don't need to defer any joys, because you optimize the present moment. Now, I don't know whether that was cheesy or insightful, or even just annoying, but I need to optimize my own life, and that implies that you stop trying to open my cabinet! So I really hope I bored you to death. You should see what I did to the last traveler who got nosy. Oh, nice, like, little squid. There's a squid under there. That's cool. So, what I'm learning is that you can never be happy because your goals will never come true. Did I get the right meaning from that? No? No, that was surprisingly insightful. You know, what happens when you do get the game signed by Devolver, and then some prick on some streaming website, like a mushroom-themed streaming website, plays it, rips it apart, makes a bunch of, like, pizza jokes, and then goes on his merry way to play the same games he's played like 4 or 5 times in a row. Meanwhile, you could just be happy with the process. Like, here, let me be real for a second. Releasing music is fun for me, but it's not about, like, the gratification of what people think of it. It's more... Lately, I mean, after doing it a bunch, and having, you know, been proud of putting out stuff that I really worked hard on, it's more about making it, and less about, Vinny, you're so good. Whatever. But it's fun to make it. It's fun to make the thing, and it's fun to... Sometimes it's not fun, sometimes it sucks, but it's a good reward in and of itself. Vinny, you fucking suck. Stop shilling your shitty band while I'm trying to watch you stream. That is the reward, my friends. That is the right reward. Not even sub to you. God, you suck. Washes away. Like the tide. Like a clam with a big dick on a seashore. Just washes away. So the reward is the work. Like tears in rain. But it's not just music. Like, when I made maps for video games, and when I was more into, like, art and editing, that was pretty rewarding, too. I just prefer the process of making a song. It's much more... immediate, honest, gratifying. I don't know. I could use a bunch of words for it. A lot of the best ones come from dreams, or like some other random, like, where did this come from? I like that. It's a little spooky at times. There's some spook associated with it. Do you know The Adventures of Mario and Luigi number 4? Where Luigi sees Mario in the tub? What's in there anyway, Luigi? What are you looking at? That was a gift from God. I don't know where that idea came from. But I had definitely... For that one, there was some lettuce involved. So I didn't come up with that idea so much as I pulled it out of the ether because it was what was meant for humanity at that time. This is what I'm trying to say. Believe me now? When is New Adventures of Mario? I don't know. I don't have any ideas. I wouldn't mind doing another one eventually. It's one of my favorite, like, series I've done. It's also probably the worst. And it's not all me, like some of those early ones, that's a lot of Mike and me working together. Some of the later ones are more me, but that's just because more I was lazy and I wanted to get it done quick. Not lazy so much as, well, I guess getting it done quick does not equate to lazy, so never mind. Who really died that day? That one... Mike came over for that one too. We had a couple... We had a couple discussions about that. It was almost done, and I was like, hey, what do you think of this? What can I do? And he threw a couple ideas out there. It was good. It's really good to have someone to bounce ideas off of. That's another thing. Like, sometimes inspiration, you know, for a bathtub scene in a Mario Luigi cartoon, where Mario is giving Luigi the old 1-2, sometimes that kind of divine inspiration can only get you so far, and you need to work. You need to put the work in, and you need to, like, bounce an idea off of somebody, like Luigi and Mario were bouncing off each other in that tub. I can be collaborative, but I mostly prefer to work alone. I like to work alone, come up with something, and then when it's almost done, I like to bring it to someone and then kind of figure out where to go. That works best for me. Except for when I made maps. When I made maps in, like, Warcraft and Half-Life, that was all just me. Which is probably why I never finished them. It's part of the reason, at least. I did talk a lot about Spelunky 2 already, whoever asked. I'm assuming KY and I are going to have a more in-depth conversation about it when we do our podcast again. He's got more knowledge of Lunky than I do. Oh my god. A lot of people are saying that the, you know, the game has still got like 6 months or more before it comes out, and it could be improved. I think all they need to do is add some shadowing and lighting, and it'll be, you know, like 30% better looking, just immediately. But, there's not that many examples. You know what the worst part is? Most of the time when we see a trailer for a video game at E3, it ends up looking worse when it comes out like a year or two later. There's a couple of notable exceptions. Doom 2016 ended up looking better. Mario Odyssey ended up looking better. Anything Ubisoft does looks worse. They just end up looking worse. I mean, the trailers have like touch-ups and they're probably running on like better hardware. Spider-Man apparently looks a little bit less good. I heard that. I didn't see the pictures, but... What other game ended up looking, like, better than the trailers? Vinny, have you ever played Mario Maker? I have a number of streams of Mario Maker on my channel. I made a lot of levels, too. That was another thing I forgot. I loved making levels for that. Xenoblade 2 looked better. What about Half-Life 2? It did. They removed a puddle in Spider-Man and people are freaking out. A yuck puddle? It's a yuck puddle, dude! Oh, God of War. Yeah, yeah. God of War, apparently... Between the trailer, I didn't pay close enough attention, but apparently people were citing that as an example of a trailer that ended up looking better. So, I mean, again, Spelunky was never known for its visual fidelity. It's just a fun fucking indie game. But, you know, it could be even better looking by the time it comes out. But it's just weird that the trend is that the game ends up looking worse than the trailer. Not weird so much as E3. Yeah, bullshots they call them. Is this The Hobbit? Where's the third one?
Another day, another stew simmering. Oh yeah. Mountain life is a blast, but I miss seeing adventurers pass by. I hear you. Remember humans? You better do. They're almost as interesting as obvious foreshadowing. Oh look, the human. Who would have thought? Yo, Carlos, check this little guy out. Whoa, Susis, is that scroll?
Look at this swole.
Hey, little guy, are you the carrier? Don't be silly, Susis. Everyone knows it's the runner. You're confused, Carlos. I'm pretty sure it's the envoy. No, you've misconstrued, Susis. It's actually the emissary. Come on, Carlos. I think I remember it being the courier. Seriously, Susis. How about we agree on the message bearer? Can do, Carlos. Want to test the message bearer's sportsmanship? I thought you'd never ask, Susis. Let's see what you've got, little guy.
What's mine say? Dude! No, what's mine say? Sweet! Oh my god. Excuse me? What's that? What the fuck? What an amazing boss fight this is. I have to do this one again, too. Good. Did that say, are you playing with your feet? Yeah. Still waiting for that Captain Falcon emote to show up. This boss fight is fucking awesome. The sprite work in this game is fucking wonderful. That sucked. I also love the idea of, like, when you die, you know, you do lose some stuff. You lose your health, you lose, some money because you have to pay the devil. But you mainly just get insulted. It's just like hurt feelings when you die, more than anything else. I got hurt feelings, I've got hurt feelings. I feel like a prized asshole, no one even compliment the casserole. Couldn't stick the jump, could you?
Good son, Carlos, the postman packs quite a punch.
I don't even remember the voice I was doing.
Savvily stated, Seuss. We like you, little guy. What you reckon, Carlos? He probably needs to reach the top of our mountain. Seems so, Seuss, or so we help out. Confirm, Carlos, let's do this. Thanks for the workout, little guy. Now don't move, this might sting a little.
Wait, what?
Ready, Carlos? Set, Seuss.
Is there a pun in their names?
Well, I'm hungry now. Shall we snack, Carlos?
Colossus.
I just sent Seuss. We promised not to eat until our power thistle was ready to be added to the pot. I forgot completely, Carlos. Oh, surely its magical properties will make us even stronger. It will be succulent, Seuss. It will be a con carne, Carlos. Let's sit by the stew until the thistle is fully grown.
I was like, what's Seuss's Carlos? Shadow of the Seuss's Carlos. I almost thought this was an auto-scroller. Man, between this, Curse of the Moon, Mega Man 11, a lot of good platforming going on lately. Well, hopefully Mega Man 11 will be good platforming. Is there a way I can get that? Probably not now. Celeste. Use both flames. Yeah, no. I don't know. Blue Man is dangerous, but this whole thing is dangerous. Wait for both flames, go from right to left. Maybe. I'll try it. Shurikens are still really hard to refill. Shit. It's so fucking precise, whatever it is. Also, you lose gliding if you hook, so that's fucking me up too. I just don't know if I have enough height. Oh wait, maybe I do. Maybe I have to do the thing. Like that, right? Like that. Yeah, like that. Oh shit, I got this. Oh my god. I'm turning into Nick Nolte playing video games, Jesus. Well, now what? Fuck! I hate this fucking game! I don't know what to do next. No, I really don't hate the game. It seems in your anger, you've killed the game. Well, good platforming, lots of good platforming. Just don't go for any of the extras, otherwise you're gonna want to strangle yourself with your underwear. I got this. One more time, one more time. Here we go. One more time. Hey, one more time, eh? There we go. Now what? Okay, now what? Oh, you can't hook it. It just pulls you or pushes you away. Is it a sorry nothing? Vinny, you can't get it now, swear to God. I don't... Alright. Man, I learned how to do that cool maneuver. You do it later. This has been 5 minutes of pain and wasting of my and everyone else's time. Aqueous, how do you do the meme text like that? Are you gonna share your secret with the class? From now on, the only text that's allowed in this stream is meme text like that. Wide meme text. I'm finally near the mountain summit. Looks like my adventure is about to come to an end. Clearly you haven't watched the trailer. Pardon? Never mind. Hey, it's cold and slippery out there. Be careful. Any stories? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a village settled in a land of ice and snow. Food was scarce, but not as much as heat. Their elders spoke of a lush grove, safe, abundant, and with comfortable weather to boot. The only problem was the grove lay on the other side of the permanent hailstorm, which would take weeks to cross. One day, a brave couple left their young boy behind in attempt what the village called the trek. They would scout all the way to the grove and confirm its existence, then come back to the village and lead everyone to a better life. Like all who attempted the trek before them, they sadly and predictably never came back. You know, I was joking about wide meme text, right? I'm sorry I even said anything. Over the following decades, that boy grew up with only one goal in mind: to take on the trek himself and find his parents alive at the grove or dead in the ice. Figuring they may have simply been ill-prepared, he trained every day until he was 5 years older than his parents were when they left for the trek. Then set off for his own attempt. The hailstorm's first bite wasn't as bad as he thought it would be, but the ice-cold soil slowly worked its way into his bones. After days of walking through the storm without realizing it was all just a metaphor playing out in his troubled young adult mind, he stumbled upon a no-pun-intended chilling sight. His parents frozen solid in a block of ice. The shock was too strong. He remained there, cursing, pondering, and cursing again until the cold took him to become a part of the ice block. The end. What? Well, what do you mean, what? No moral, or at least a proper ending? Sometimes stories can be harsh. It might just be the very message they mean to convey about life. You need to think about what transpired and find your own takeaways. There are no wrong answers, as long as they ring true to you. Maybe, but this one really felt like a pointless story. And it just might be the case that for you, it was. Or you could consider the implications of our adventurer being 5 years older than his parents when he found them. Can you imagine gazing upon those who were your protectors and mentors, realizing that they are actually younger than you? Your bearers of truth, the wise ones, those you aspired to be like? A harsh reality indeed. You thought they knew it all, had it all figured out, that they were centered and filled with purpose. Yet, there you stand, beholding one pillar you ever took for granted and used for stability, physically crystallized, yet mentally shattered before your very eyes. Had they really found inner peace when already... Had they really found inner peace already when you knew them, meaning you're the one who missed the mark, or were they simply excellent actors? Food for thought, huh? Yes, that's enough. Remember, this is all subjective. I shared but one angle. Did I subvert your expectations? Fucking lag. Fucking Verizon. A shitty internet connection. Oh no. Can I blame Verizon for that one? Maybe Verizon is in the block of ice. Ninja hero. Whoa. It's a little scary. I realize this is just Mario Brothers. I'm fighting Koopas. But they're like demonic Koopas. That's gonna be the twist, isn't it? King Koopa is back. He's renounced the name Bowser. He's decided to go back to his birth name. What the fuck am I supposed to... You can't get here for a while? Okay, never mind then. If you don't know this turns into a Metroidvania, you could probably spend a very long time doing stupid shit. And guess what? I know it turns into a Metroidvania eventually, and I'm still doing stupid shit. Jeez. Is Vinny gonna play Metal Gear Solid 2 tonight? Probably tomorrow. If I do come back later for more streaming, and I might not. It depends on what I end up doing later. It also depends on the weather. Because it might rain. In which case... there may be a stream or a scum or something. But yeah, I'll probably be around tomorrow for streaming. More than likely. But I think I need to get into the habit of having at least one night free on a weekend, because I've been neglecting weekends and friends and stuff. I mean, it seems like I do early streams and I take a night off every now and then, and I do. But I think it's just healthy for me to have one night off on a weekend. At least. But if that means an early stream during the day, I think that's kind of cool. Also, someone requested that I play more, Moonlighter, which was a cool game that I only played a little bit of. But the problem I had with Moonlighter is that it started feeling a bit shallow at the end of my streaming of it. Like, it's cool. It has some really, you know, good stuff going on, but then it kind of got a little repetitive, and I don't know if I would want to go back to it. Maybe if there's like a big update for it. The shopkeeping mechanics, while interesting, ended up being very guessy. It was like, oh, just guess and, you know, do this and then do this again and then good luck and then do more of the same. So the loop wasn't all that exciting for me after a while. It started out kind of cool, though. Combat was good, though. Combat and dungeon crawling were good. It's just a lot of inventory management. Which, they made it kind of like a puzzle, so it wasn't too bad. Again, I liked the game. I didn't hate it by a long shot. I think it was really nice to look at, nice to listen to. Shit. Vinny, I'll be visiting New York next year. You got any suggestions on what to do? I get that question a lot, actually. I'll be honest, I'm not the best tour guide. But, one of the things that Anthony Bourdain said that I really liked was, you can get good pizza here, yes. But one of the things that's uniquely New York, if you're gonna go for dinner, is deli. What am I doing now? So, like, Katz's Deli, or, Russ and Daughters. Like, just something that you can get a really diesel pastrami sandwich. If you're into that sort of thing, that plus pickles and all that stuff, high recommendations. Of course pizza too, but... But yeah, I agree with that. That's a thing that you can't really get as good anywhere else. You can get good pizza almost anywhere. It's harder to find. New York has a lot of different types of pizza that you'll enjoy, depending on what you like, and you can pretty much walk down the block and you'll find something good. But almost anywhere has good pizza. It's just a matter of how easy is it to find. Another thing I would recommend is the Intrepid, which I'm planning on going to eventually. It's a really good museum in there. There's also, Natural History Museum, which is fucking incredible. The Planetarium, which is right next to it. Central Park. Maybe check out Times Square for 5 minutes, as I always say. You don't need to spend more time than that, especially if there's bees. New York pizza places I'd recommend: Joe's on Carmine Street, John's on Bleecker, Keste on Bleecker, and get the big fucked up square pepperoni slice at Prince Street Pizza, on Prince Street, obviously. Those are some recommendations. I'm sure there's 1,000 other great places. There's also a pop-up place that has, like, color. Like, you could fuck around with colors. There's, like, a lot of interesting little pop-up places. Defara in Brooklyn, but you're gonna wait like an hour at least if you're gonna go to Defara. That guy is like, he's 80 something and he's still making pizza, and he takes a very, 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 very long time. But it's great, and it's $5 a slice, but it's pretty fucking worth it. Go to Coney Island if you're in Brooklyn. Just because it's so shitty, you want to just see it at least once while the weather is nice. Nintendo World. Even if you're not into Nintendo, or if for some reason that company killed your dog. Apparently a lot of companies killed a lot of people's dogs. But it's a cool place to go to. And, I'm sure you could find something there that you might like. And around Nintendo, New York, there's a lot of places you can check out. That's what it's called. It used to be called Nintendo World, now it's Nintendo New York. Take the ferry to Staten Island, and then promptly turn back around and go back to the city. It's a cool boat ride for 5 minutes. Well, 20 minutes. There's stuff to do here, but it's not as interesting as any of the other boroughs, I don't think. Brooklyn Museum is really good. Finally, you want to check out, I think the West Village is great, but the East Village, like St. Mark's, if you like weed, they sell a lot of weed peripherals. But no, there's a lot of good stores over there. There's a comic book store, there's a lot of good food, there's a lot of good ramen, karaoke bars. I want to recommend Korean barbecue. Very good. 2 thumbs up. Anywhere, pretty much. And finally, the bars, if you drink in the Lower East Side, are awesome. And I would like to recommend the Beetle Bar, which is a Beetlejuice-themed bar, even though it's very small. You really thought it would be that easy. Told you already, that cabinet is off limits. Please stop. We're not doing a special edition of the cabinet rant. I mean it. Don't be that guy. You're being that guy. Fine, be that guy. 10. 9. What's your favorite pastry? I don't know. I'm looking to get some pretty fucking killer donuts. I got some good suggestions. Crazy how countdowns give the feeling of something's about to happen, huh? But yeah, I got nothing. If you're hoping for something special, just give up the cabinet thing already. The cool stuff is up ahead. Did I ever tell you about the guy who stayed late on a Friday night and started writing additional optional dialogue to add comedic value for those who bother looking? Imagine reading his ramblings. By the way, if you feel like the cabinet thing is overdone at this point, I agree, but it's totally on you for keeping on trying to open it. Seriously, you can stop this right now. I mean it, you have the power. Only you can put an end to this optional bit. Which is good because I got things to do. If I repeat the same thing 3 times, will you think I'm out of flavor text? We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. I can't believe you. Why won't you move on to something productive? Like maybe advancing the quest you're supposed to care about? I'm not gonna lie though, when the time comes, the opening the cabinet will blow your mind. And I'm confident in saying this, even though I know you'll be expecting a surprise. So how about you surprise someone who's expecting a surprise? With a meta plot twist, that's how. Now, if you want to know what it is, move on already, I promise it's the fastest way. You're not opening that until the script says you get to anyway. Holy shit. Okay, I'll start looping back to the beginning now. Come one. That was a good trick. How are you still trying to open this? Nice typo. I thought you would give up when it looked like I was looping. If you keep doing that, you'll have to sit through a boring tirade. It'll be boring and philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. Ugh, I don't want to do this. Here's some insights from Jordan the Wise. Life is going to come at you hard, so there are a few things that you should know. Jordan, most important of all is realizing that you have something to offer the world. But in order to do that, you first need to clean your... You need to sort yourself out? Really? Lending your ear to clean your fucking room, maybe? Lending your ear to the lessons contained in the stories of old is not a bad place to start. You see, as human conscience grew in knowledge, it equally grew in arrogance. We seem to be at this point where the value of stories is lost on all of us. Not really caring about morals anymore. We're simply looking to be entertained. But their power on our subconscious is by no means hindered by our intellectual pride. Stories send a clear message to our being, and when told properly can offer guidance in how to live our lives, impacting us in ways we sometimes don't even notice. In fact, recurring themes more often than not represent archetypes and contain lessons on how to or how not to behave. Consider dragons for a moment. Fantasy stories always seem to have them hoarding treasure. Not coincidentally at all, two of the biggest innate fears in mammals are fire and reptiles. So dragons are really a metaphor representing that which you fear the most. Now, why would an immoral, fire-breathing reptile care to sleep on a pile of gold? The answer can be read between the lines. The treasure you seek is guarded by your greatest fear. Don't get me wrong, a pile of gold is as much a metaphor here as a mighty beast that doesn't even exist. Find your dragon and slay it, then your treasure will be revealed. This is the wisdom storytellers of old were trying to convey, only they didn't have the scientific method, a framework by which to structure arguments or even a high IQ audience. What is this game anymore? The lesson isn't any less important or relevant today, however. That which you most need to discover within yourself is hidden where you least want to look. Now ask yourself, why are you so curious about my cabinet? Are you a very conscientious person, adamant on leaving no stones unturned? Or have you not mastered your insecurities, and the fear of missing out is what is really driving you at the moment? Maybe you're simply hoping to get a laugh out of some unexpected one-liner. Because I'll admit, we both know I could kill the mood right now and tell you about how a depressed clown once attempted to lift his mood by eating bowls of confetti. Excuse me? What I'm getting at is, regardless of your motive here, you have clearly demonstrated curiosity and faith that the world holds surprises for those who take an honest look. While that can certainly be said about the world, it's even more true about your inner self. Now, whether that is scary, insightful, or encouraging depends entirely on how far you have made it on your personal growth journey. Life is made of many exams, most of which will present themselves to you more than once. Betrayal, joy, illness, adventure, treason, cooperation, purpose, loneliness, warmth, loyalty. Indeed, just like stories of old and new, life has recurring themes when testing humans. The most important part is not whether or not you pass each test, but that you show up. Acknowledge your score and ponder how it can inform who you should become. From there, everything is there inside of you to help you find your own way. Who knows? The underlying meaning of the Messenger's story might even hit you eventually. But for now, let's get you back to your adventure. Wow, wow. Who wrote this then? I'm breaking. Jordan the Wise, huh? Lobsters. Oh, he made it. Does this mean we can do the thing? Keep your hood on, Shorty. He still needs to pass the final test. But I want to do the thing! No. We need to see how attuned to the scroll he really is. Great. Take it away, Prophet. Welcome, Messenger. Please hold the scroll aloft so that the prophecy might be fulfilled. See? I told you he was slow. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Please hold the scroll higher than that so that the prophecy might be fulfilled. Well, here's the thing. He made it. Of all would-be messengers, him? Please pull this off. I really want to do the thing. Oh, the thing hasn't been done yet. A gauntlet awaits you, messenger, should you survive. Find us at the top of the Tower of Time. Just show up to the exams that are life. Even if you fail them, keep trying. This is my greatest exam yet. Tower of Time. The Temple of Time. I mean, the Tower. Good. Told you I would fail. Again, if only I had that dodge like in Hollow Knight. Holy shit, this place. Oh, you don't live in the void anymore. Is this your real home? Ah yes, the big reveal. Indeed, my dear adventurer, you had been teleporting into this very room all along. So where are we? Well, in the Tower of Time. And where is that? Surely you mean when? To be honest, I don't really know. The tower is a device that travels through time. It manifests to test messengers who are deemed worthy in order to relocate them as needed. Where will it take me? When? It will take you to the time most in need of a messenger. That is, if the tower doesn't kill you, of course. Might save for defense up. Stories? Of course, here's one. There was once a land filled with bogs. I thought it said bugs. And these bogs, they were filled with evil monsters, sleeping underwater during the day. They were kept at bay by the moon during nighttime. Well, when she was kind enough to be around, after all. The moon was free to travel through space and often felt like shining her light on other realms. One day, the moon got bored and decided to visit the bog land in human form. Wearing a cloak so that her light wouldn't shine through, she hoped to catch a glance of the evil creatures. Getting more than people, wandering haphazardly in cursed lands usually bargained for, she encountered a man fleeing from a small pack of monsters. Confident in her power, she removed her cloak, creating a glittering aura of protection to help the man escape. Escape he did, but as he looked back, he could see that his savior had put her cloak back on a little too soon. She was captured by the creatures, who then buried her under a rock so that her light would never shine again. They would rule the night. But our survivor was quick to gather a group of peasants who went to remove the big rock and set the moon free. A strong bond was formed on that day, and she decided to become their guardian. To this day, the moon is there to guide human travelers through the night. The end. Oh, I like that one. I guess it speaks to the power of cooperation? Maybe. To be honest, I only wanted to use the word haphazardly in a story. You're a silly ninja. Or shopkeep thing. Looks like we waiting. Vinny, would you consider streaming Hyper Light Drifter? I have considered. Oh, yep. Go under it. That's good, Vin. What was that? What are you doing? What are you doing? I've considered it. I know it's coming to Switch, so if the timing is right, then, you know, if I'm not playing like 1,000 other things at the time, maybe.
¡Ay! ¡Caramba!
This little demon is going to take all of my money. Fuck. What are you doing? What are you doing? Messenger, please. Messenger! Fuck. Listen, I gotta get the coin. I don't even know what the coins do, but I gotta get them. That's like defeating the dragon on the pile of gold. Actually, that's not even true because you know what gold can do for you. Yes, sir! Colonel Gorlukovich. Did this little fucker say I owe him 288 time shards? Looks like we're gonna have a devil friend here for a long time. I'm still gonna go back and get the coin, but... Jesus. Um... Get through! Get through! I'm okay. 289 time shards. It's fine. I could find that easy. Easy. Easy money. Over 300 time shards, no problem. I was like, oh, the penalty for death isn't that bad. Well, it's not, until you die like 7 times in a row. Fuck. How do you... Whatever. Okay. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Oh. Yeah, I can lasers. That, I don't know, something over there looks a little fishy. Nothing. Not going to bother.
Now, as you know, the fisheye is worth at least 15 points. As you know.
Well, a lot of faux 8-bit music sounds a little samey to me, but there's been a couple really good ones in this game. I really hope that Devilman Crybaby wipes my debt when I go into 16-bit. Isn't that a real show? Or something like that? Is that the name of it? Did I get the name exactly right? Oh, look at that. Actually landed an anime reference.
Yes.
The name is very strange to me. Like, I don't know what kind of... Like, I've never seen it, so I don't know what it's about. But I'm gonna tell you what I think it's about based on the name. Alright. So there's this guy. He was made a devil. Recently. So he's not used to being a devil. And he has to learn how to use his powers and how to be a devil appropriately. Problem is, throughout his whole life he was a crybaby, because life was always really hard on him, and he had trouble adapting to it. So, as a devil man, he has to overcome his fears and the fact that he is a fucking crybaby and learn how to be a devil. Vin, what? That's the story for the most part. That's almost 100% correct. That's just based on the name. You could take my word for it, or you can imagine I've watched it, whatever makes you feel good at night when you sleep. But I haven't. I mean, that's the truth. Someone else said not even close. It was pretty close. Okay. I mean, it's a good title. It tells you everything you need to know. Fuck. But it's kind of like the werewolf wife. The werewife. You know, kind of spoils it. Not really. But, you know. It's not a twist, it's a basic premise. Fair enough. Fair enough. So give me a title of something else. One more time, I'm gonna try to guess what something is based on the title. While I'm dying in this game, Squirtle. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Oh, fuck. Well, Neon, we know what that is. That's me pressing the wrong button, or I'm trying to rope, and instead of shooting thick, ropey strands, I'm shooting shuriken. I'm pressing the wrong button. So it's a very bright and colorful Genesis, meaning the birth of something angelic. I don't know what Evangelion means, but I think angelic. So it's bright, the beginning of Angel Neon. Technically right, almost. It's a mech. Well, that's not really right. I didn't say anything mech-wise. I don't like this part. Thank God. I need a checkpoint. I need a shotgun. Yes! Thank God I never have to do that previous part again. Or do a... What is money anyway? I don't need it. This one's pretty fucking decorative. "54 deaths. My deaths have more than doubled since I got here.
Ow.
Okay, so Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a show about a family that cares about each other because it's so sunny. It takes place in Philadelphia, but the word sunny implies that they love each other and that they're a loving, normal, happy family with no dysfunction whatsoever. Also, one of the characters has a knife that he uses on his toes to get the funk out. A steak knife in particular. I get that from the title. I've never seen the show. You can take my word for it.
Uh-oh! Botchto!
Someone said, can you give me a description for Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill? Dunkachino. Dunk, dunk, Dunkachino. Man, I was really hoping I would get a checkpoint after this part right here. Not because I deserve one, but because I need one. Oh, Jesus. This fucking tower is nightmare. So, The Postman, starring Kevin Costner, is a movie about a messenger ninja. Jesus. That was all brute force, no style, no grace. Oh, yes, the previous messengers. Fuck! That looked a lot harder than it was. Christ. I get flashbacks to Super Mario World Kamek. Or Magi Koopa. With those lads. Gotcha. That's not a checkpoint? No, I guess not. Getting some Mega Man vibes here. My ninja skills. Holy shit. I think this room was in one of the trailers, actually. I was like, oh, the little devil fella's finally gone. Wait, I thought the shop was physically behind that other door earlier. Oh, so this is the moment that got you. My shop is connected all over the world and that's totally fine, but somehow it can't be in the same building twice? I can't believe you. That's a good point. Alright, hang on a second. 1 second. Back. Oh, here you lads are. And so you made it through the test of will. Oh, we are so going to do the thing now. Prepare yourself, messenger, and behold the might of our order. You shall emerge as the chosen one, or not at all. Enough introductions, I'm going first. Well, someone's excited. I've been preparing the speech for decades, and he just... You'll get over it. Let's go. The thing! Oh my god. Nintendo Hand Boss Redux. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, force myself to take damage. Bullshit. Bullshit. I jumped directly into that. I should have died harder. A dud. Oh, whoops, I forgot to get the health. Alright, well, let's go get health. This devil already owns my life, so... Try not to get too greedy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. shit was this? Oh my god. Honestly, after fighting the clown boss from Hollow Knight yesterday, this kinda seems a bit like a joke. I mean, I still died. Still dying. But I'm just saying, compared to that, not that I'm, like, especially good at this. Especially not good at that part. One HP. Alright, time to throw stones from glass houses. Even saying the thing is enough to give you bad luck. 7 years of it. Goddamn damage spheres. Nope. Can't get me. Shit, I really wanted to stay on one of those hands. Okay. Okay. Got a little greedy. It's okay. Greed is good. Wasn't that a cheat code for a video game? What game was that? Warcraft. Yeah, it was Warcraft. Fucking fuck, yes, good. Finally. I knew there was risk in taking damage like that. Where's the final form? Okay, I think he's coming. Please let me do the prophecy pit this time. I'm staying out of this. Do whatever you want. And so you made it through the test of might. Okay, what's next? To fulfill the prophecy, you must now pass the test of faith by taking the leap. The leap? The leap, yes! I don't get it. Well, test of faith, leap of faith makes no sense, no? Just jump already. Oh, come on, I was trying to have an epic moment here. Okay, this is epic. Now, hero, lend your courage to hope and your strength to purpose. Then dive into your destiny to emerge as the one true messenger. I wish my old games would get better graphics the more I kept playing them. How does one grow a hat? $16-bit time. Looks awesome. It's like the Genesis sound chip. Alright, this is actually really cool. Oh, no, I'm not saying, okay, this is epic. Shop looks better, too. What happened? I warped or something and everything looks different now. Hello? Okay, that is a really cool hat. Seriously, wow. Any idea what happened, though? Sorry, I just can't get over the hat. Need anything? Welcome to the Cloud Ruins, remnants of a civilization of giants that used to live in the sky. This place is beautiful, but the structures feel precarious. Yes, bad place if you're afraid of heights. How high am I? You mean, in my opinion? What? Oh, geographically. Well, you entered the Tower of Time at the top of the mountains and exited through the top of the tower. So I'd say fairly high. Enjoy the sights. What's the deal with everything looking so different? What's the deal? You know, I was wondering how you were going to deal with the implications of time travel. It seems ignorance really is bliss, pardon. That moment in the Tower of Time, yeah, it sent you to the future. Neat. Yes, precisely, neat. Do you have any stories? Of course, here's one for you. There was once a starving little boy who never missed a chance to help his fellow villagers. One day, after helping an old man carry a heavy bundle of wheat, he was offered a loaf of bread. Eat your fill, my boy. It is well deserved, he began, but if you feel like helping even more, there are two gnomes hiding in the forest who are even hungrier than you are. Now, that boy was an empathic one, and his mind was made up instantly. After a short hike, he found the gnomes and split the bread between two of them without even saving a bite for himself. Thank you, kind little boy, the gnomes beamed. It seems you have lifted our curse. Indeed, to punish them for their greed, a spirit had put them under a rather annoying spell. They were exiled to the forest, carrying a magic little mill capable of producing anything its bearer desired. But the little mill's magic would only be activated once the gnomes were fed by a stranger acting out of selfless generosity. To starve while carrying a relic promising abundance, a cruel fate indeed. Now you can imagine the little boy's surprise when he was given the magic item. Name something you want while turning the crank to the right, and the little mill will produce an endless stream of it, the gnomes explained. Turn it to the left, and it will stop. I want boobs! After creating a huge pile of boobs for the two gnomes, the young boy went to his village to help the populace with his newfound powers. But as he grew in popularity, his older sister grew in jealousy. One night, she couldn't take it anymore and stole the little mill from her brother's bedside table, along with 2 leftover pies from that afternoon feast. Adding insult to injury, she left on the family's fishing boat to reach new lands, hoping to have her turn into the role of the popular purveyor. Once out at sea, she decided to try one of the pies, which her taste were lacking a little something. Which to her taste were lacking a little something. It was time to try the Little Mill's magic, she reckoned. Give me salt, she said, turning the crank to the right, and salt she got, heaps and heaps of it. Older sister had never bothered paying attention to how the mill could be stopped. Stop, Little Mill, stop, she shouted, first annoyed then worried, and she finally panicked. The salt is gonna sink the boat. Salt soon overflowed the boat itself, sinking it under the weight. It is said that the sunken Little Mill is still operational to this day. It is the reason why seawater is salty. The end. That was interesting, but it feels more like a kid's story explaining things about the world we know the actual reason for. Tough crowd, huh? Well, why don't you tell me a story and I'll judge it? So you're looking for additional takeaways? How about this? Seeing how Big Sister's anger led to her demise, irritated people were henceforth referred to as salty. Oh, I got another one. Seeing how Big Sister's shortcomings as Little Mill operator led to her demise, unqualified people were henceforth referred to as not being worth their salt. Hey, this is fun. You should go. I'll keep on coming up with morals to do with salt. The game's final gimmick has not yet been presented to us. Which is the Metroidvania thing. Let's make sure, okay, there's nothing else there. Rep. The hell? What? Man, playing a game in 8-bit, or like facsimile 8-bit for so long, and then going over to 16-bit in the same game actually does have a pretty dramatic impact on how you view the game. Meanwhile, if the game just started like this, I'd take it for granted. I'll say that I'm really enjoying this so far. For anyone who has any interest in something like this, very good. I heard it does drag a little bit at the end, but we shall see. So far, it's great. Except for when I die, then it's not so good. Will there be N64 graphics after this? And then GameCube graphics? And then Wonder Swan graphics. And then Tiger Electronic graphics. Hang on a second. It's like you skipped from Castlevania 3 to Castlevania 4. Yeah, pretty much. This is RTX on version. Wouldn't have been able to predict that meme. There was a really fucking good one the other day. shit. I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it was Kirby. And then the close-up, like, it was fan art of Kirby looking really crusty, and you could see every pore in Kirby's face. Not like Kirby has pores, but you know how people draw. Or it's like, you know when Ren and Stimpy gets really realistic for a second? Classic gross close-up trick, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Come back. I want to fight. That was really close. So, cool hat, you like that? Is that why you chose to wear one as well? What? Well, you have the same hat. No, I got it first. Oh, is that what you're gonna tell yourself? Fine. I did have the hat first, and you were all over it. Right. Yeah, well, that happened. Sure. It's true, though. Look. You can put your head in the sand all you want in an attempt to preserve your ego, but clearly, it's not gonna work on the person that was there when it all happened. Anyway, I think this is gonna be the last level I do. I just really wanted to see the 16-bit stuff. Not for the whole game. I'm gonna stream the game. I just mean for today. And like I said, I might be back later, but I am going to not be here for a while. I'm gonna go try to enjoy the night, and if the night ends up getting, like, really shitty weather, then I might be back. But I will be around tomorrow with Metal Gear Solid 2. The devil. It is my wife. It take all my money. Haha, wife joke. My wife. Haha, funny joke. I'll tell you more funny joke about my wife. Guys, get in here. He's doing Borat again. It's so funny. Check it out. Listen, let's do it again. What the fuck am I doing? I'm like pressing the wrong button to fucking glide. It's not the goddamn glide button. My name is Itch. Hello, I'd like to do the audition for Borat. Have you listened to H. John Benjamin's jazz album? I know we've talked about this on stream. I'm just wondering if there's anyone here who's listened to his jazz album. He does have a jazz album, I swear to God. He can't play, jazz, though. He doesn't know how to play any music. No, really, he even says it. Like, he never learned how to play any instruments. So he's just, like, just mashing the keys on the piano and hoping for the best. It does work sometimes. I mean, that's jazz you can make, as Jeff Goldblum said, you can make, you know, wrong notes work in jazz. Depending on how you play them and, you know, what you play after them. But I mean, when the whole album is just wrong notes, quote-unquote wrong notes, I mean, who knows if there really is such a thing, right? But, yeah, when the whole thing is that, kind of makes you wonder. I'm gonna have to do like an Anthony Fantano on that album and compare it to William Shatner's Christmas album when that comes out. Also, let it be known. Let it be known. What am I saying? Let it be known that even though I make fun of H sometimes, and I do the terrible impression, and I pretend like he only has one voice, I actually like H. John Benjamin. I think he's a cool dude, and he does a good voice. He's a talented voice actor. Fuck yeah. Fence up. Hat's gone. God. This dragon's like fucking chomping at the bit for my scrot. I just wanted to say chomping at the bit. Not used enough. Are you going to write a story around the word haphazardly? How about Cauldron? No, that's easy. That's a Halloween story. Doldrums, that's another good one. Did you know that there's a Pink Floyd song that has the word cauldron and doldrums in it, both? I mean, it's late Floyd, it's Dave Floyd, but... not a bad song. It's called Lost for Words. Well, man, I don't think so, if you're using words like doldrum and cauldron. Doesn't mean it's bad Floyd. Yeah, Dave Floyd is not bad Floyd. It's a different thing. Some of it's pretty damn good. I mean, Gilmore did Comfortably Numb with David Bowie on the vocals for Roger's part, which was pretty amazing. Goddamn input lag. Is that right, Bleep? Sometimes I think Mars Volta lyrics are written around Cedric just wanting to put a strange word in there. One day I'm going to have a Francis the Mute listening thing. And I want people to, like, actually try to... Like, I'm gonna have the caveat of, you need to try to figure out what this album is about. All the way through, listen to it, pay attention, tell me what you think it's about. That's gonna be, like, you know... I'm sure the results are gonna be fucking off the charts amazing for that. There's a good video about Mars Volta I watched. There's a 3-parter about all their albums and how they write songs and stuff. I wish I knew who it was that did that, though. So that's what the turtles look like in 16-bit. Someone just said killed for being too good. That's the first time I've ever seen that in chat. Yeah, I couldn't catch up. Or rather, the camera didn't catch up with me. Poor son of a bitch. It's a long level. Well, now it's not. It's just about over. Hey, I'm not sure what's up next, but the Prophet wanted me to repeat a line for you at this point in the adventure. Alright, let's hear it. Okay, I always wanted to try the voice. Check it out. And on this day, the messenger shall unwillingly make his lifesaver indebted to him. And that means, I'm not sure, but if all else fails, attack the fireballs. This has to be Dragon. Thank God. It's Vulvagia. Very careless of me. Borscht. Borscht!
What am I fighting for?
Yeah, I might be getting a little careless. Even there, it's just extra damage for me to take. Shit. It's like, gotta attack. Oh, that's a new one. You can't really cheese the bosses too hard in this game. A little bit. You get a couple attacks in, but, you know, it's risky. I keep trying to do a charge attack, and I realize I don't have one. Nor am I sure there's even one in this game. Here we go, lunatic mode. unfortunate time to... Oh!
Okay, that's it. Then you fight and die. But you don't care, do you? You just die. Okay. Okay. Okay.
If I had like one more shuriken, that would have been the end of the fight. Come on. Can't be much left now. Yes. Were you friendly? Oh, I see. Okay. I've been watching you for a long time, Messenger. Oh, you're that guy. Who are you, anyway? Ah, so the disguise did fool you. It's a shame you freed my slave pet, but no matter, I am now certain I can defeat you. Satan! Surprised? Time to pay for what you did to my people. Bold words coming from such an unprepared adventurer. The underworld awaits you, Messenger. At last, the scroll will be ours. Watch your step now! From clouds to hell. Heaven and hell. Yeah, this game is pretty badass. I would assume it saves. But I'm gonna get one checkpoint anyway. Just to make sure. And also just because this place looks awesome. Welcome to the lion's den. Oh, I didn't see any lions. No, I meant... Never mind. This heat is almost unbearable. Come on. I'm happy to avoid certain cliches, but to think we wouldn't have a lava to end your epic quest is pushing it. Do you have any stories to share? Oh god, no. There once was a guy who was visited by... There once was a guy visited by a succubus. Far from being that kind of demon, she offered him a unique chance to visit hell as a tourist. Very adventurous by nature, he jumped right into the portal. They arrived in a room where giant cauldrons boiled over bonfires. Hey, there's the word! They contained people, where little demons with pikes were sitting on the rim to push anyone who tried to escape back in. Who's in that cauldron? The man asked his succubus tour guide. This one? That's where liars and cheaters are. End up, she explained. And this one over there, she continued, that's for people who hunt for sport. Aghast, the man noticed another cauldron much bigger than the other ones, and devoid of any demons sitting on its rim. Indeed, that one cauldron seemed to self-regulate. People were pulling back in anyone who tried to escape. And who's this cauldron for, he asked, curious as to who could be so stubborn in their ideology that they would rather hurt themselves than rethink their worldview. Oh, that cauldron, the succubus mused? That's for people who don't think the order doesn't apply anymore when another line opens up at the market. The end. Okay, now you're just using the platform to vent. What's wrong with you? Are you that guy? Which guy? The guy who's fifth in line but rushes to be the first when a new line's open up? Oh, right, different timeline, never mind. Silly. Very silly, dopey, silly game. But, I mean, he's right. It's a lot of assholes. That's definitely a good subsect of assholes. Can't disagree with that. You betray me, you put me in the cauldron, and I hate you, Lisa. Okay, we'll play more of this because this game is awesome, and I'm really loving it. So, you know, expect another stream of this sometime soon. Like I said, I'll probably be around tomorrow for more Metal Gear Solid. There was another thing I wanted to show you real quick. What the hell was it? There's a thing. No, it's not that. It's like a video of some kind. I don't remember what it was. Probably wasn't that important. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some dinner or maybe make some dinner. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, I'm gonna eat. And I might be back later. Again, I'm not sure. Probably not. Tonight might be a night where I just enjoy life a bit. Not that I don't enjoy streaming, but I feel like streaming and life can sometimes be two very separate worlds. Streaming is like an unreality. You know? I'll be back, though, tomorrow. But at the very least, just check Scum real quick later. You never know. I'm going to do some art for you. You never know. I mean, I'm not committing to any scum and scummery of any kind, but let's see. So we've got some art, and let's start with this one from Azalite. Hey, Snake, remember when you killed me back at Zanzibar? I can't do it. Eating microphone. Snake, fire the shot, asshole. Punished meat. Good. No, I'm not going to stream the game, Scum. See, now I have to clarify. Fuck. Moon Prison made this. Fuck you, Vinny. No WarioWare for you or chat. Only the super baby method. Damn it, Liquid. Here's one from Epic Chris 64. Hey, your kind isn't welcome on my stream. Play me, Vinny. You don't belong in this world, monster. Wow. You're angrier than I am, I think. If you need someone to talk to, I can recommend Dirk Trash in chat because he's got a good name. And I met the guy once. He's alright. Right, Dirk? You got this? Dirk's got this. I see him. He's giving the thumbs up. That's what's up. This one's from Blood War. Sorry to put you on the spot there, Dirk, but I know you're that guy. You're the guy that comes through whenever there's a problem. What's this here? Blood War made is this Luigi? Is this Pokemon Luigi and Vinny? What the fuck? Oh, it's just doodles, just random doodles on I think oh, I get it. I see. It's on a doodle pad. Pokemon themed like paper. Nice work. From Camelilos. Okay, now this is I still don't know what that's from. Is that, listen, is that from a specific thing? The okay, this is epic? Or is that just what people say these days? It's from a tweet by Ben Shapiro. Oh, okay then. Don't question it. Too late, Jeff. I already did. And yeah. I thought it was Thanos that said that. I actually thought it was Thanos himself that said that quote in the Avengers movie or in a comic. It's just, it became a meme because it was such a lame tweet. Very cool. Thanks, Kanye. All right, check this one out. This one's from Agent Red Jackal. A man holding a banana in his hand. I love that, Todd. Okay, I'm just a friendly banana salesman. Potassium is good for you. Yum. Potassium iodide blocks radiation contamination. Also, you know what else has radiation? Fallout 76. Todd, why do you have a mustache now? I'm not Todd Howard. My name is Blog Boward. I'm also Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Check out the mustache. Just fucking buy it. From Tony. Very colorful. I'm either, and I'm probably in this, maybe a little angry, maybe, but I'm also sitting on vines, or they're taking over my life. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I like it. They're either about to kill me, or I'm about to kill them. That's the way I interpret that. Here's one from Rock Dwayneson. Maybe Vine Ryzen is the ice. Oh, like when I do bad in platforming, it's the ice. That's Vine Ryzen. That's when you die in a video game. You could just blame Vine Ryzen. I see. This one's from Nova Fire 2. This is the amount of goose to shroom ratio you get here on Vinesauce. Looks more like you control the vines. That was a good interpretation. Play Asshole Goose Game. I can't wait for Asshole Goose Game. When that shit comes out, I'm streaming that day one. Hang on a minute. I have something important. I got a special guest. Important message. Very important. So this one is from Atrox. Another day, another bug light. I take it there are people here that don't know what that is, so I'm going to tell you so you don't have to be infested by nightmares. It's a goose at 0.25% speed. I feel like you needed to know that. From Helepto. Is that me? In what art style is this? This looks like something. Phineas and Flurb? I only know that because I played their terrible games. You know, I've never seen that. Just dropped my phone on my keyboard. That's good. You know, I've never seen that show. But I only am aware of them through cursed video games. I feel like they deserve better than that. Maybe. Bastion made this. This was me like 50% of today. Like 50%. Nice work. Here's the dude's hat, of course. And that's from Hell Yeah. And I'm going to end with this one. Even though we just saw it. Aatrox made this again, like I said. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by early stream. Still almost like 3 hours of streaming, so like I said, small chance I'll be back later. There's a small chance, but maybe not. I'll probably be around tomorrow. I also, like I said, I'm looking for something new to throw in just for fun, and I might do a randomizer of some kind. Well, I can say words. Randomizer of some kind would be nice. I've been really thinking about doing something. And I think, I'm not sure what exactly, but something that's not going to take me 4 to 6 hours to complete. So something randomized that's short that I can do in 1 or 2 streams. That might be fun. Like the Zelda randomizer was great. Hat and Time mods, I'm probably going to wait. Because like I said, when the DLC comes out, I'm going to stream that. So I'll probably do the mods by then. If you have any good randomizer suggestions, let me know. I'm open. Tweet that shit to me. So, I'll get going now. Thank you for the art. Thank you for watching. And, if you want to watch some other streamers while I'm away, while I'm gone for the night, if I'm gone for the night, then you can go to twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce. Or you can wait here for the auto host. And that'll bring you to a number of good streamers, a lot of friends that stream that I have, a lot of mods and other people from Vinesauce and otherwise that you may enjoy. And that's it. So take it easy and see you around.